Happy Mother's Day to all. Unfortunately, it's not a happy Mother's Day for all. Recently, a young man, 32 years old, lost his life. I'll read you a little bit of information about what happened to him. So this happened in Melbourne during the pandemic lockdown. Daniel Peterson English, the young man hurled to the floor of Melbourne's Flinders Street station by a police officer at the height of the lockdown, has died. After a minor earthquake shook Melbourne on September 22, 2021, Daniel took the train from his mother's home to Flinders Street Station in the Central Business District to have a look around. He was friends with Melbourne's homeless. Despite having a mask exemption, Daniel was roughed up and fined by police for being maskless. As can be seen on social media video, bypassers were untroubled by Daniel as he stood alone inside Flinders Street Station talking to the police. Suddenly, Acting Sergeant Bo Barrett, a rugby player-sized police officer, came up from behind the very slightly built Daniel, with the two other police officers stepping back in alarm as Barrett grabs an unsuspecting Daniel and hurled him to the ground using a sling tackle, a technique so dangerous that it is banned on Australia's sports fields. Daniel's head hit the floor with a loud bang and his headphones came flying off. Someone in the station shouted, "Oh shit," as the force of the assault sent Daniel's feet next to his head, almost snapping him in two as he spun on the floor unconscious. There was blood and urine everywhere, and Daniel was calling for his mum when he regained consciousness, the media reported at the time. In dismissing the charges against Barrett of assault and recklessly causing injury, Magistrate Rob Starry stated, although Daniel's arrest was not in strict accordance with the manual, a jury, in his view, would not convict Barrett. Lawyers for the Victorian government believed otherwise. To avoid the likelihood of a successful appeal against Magistrate Starry's decision, Daniel was given a confidential payout and was subject to a strict gag order. During his short lifetime since, Daniel was prohibited from speaking about the injuries he suffered on that fateful day. Shortly before he died, Daniel placed the cross of Christ in his room. He died in Melbourne on March 15, 2025, aged 32. The coroner's report into the causes of Daniel's death will be released in June. So that's a little reminder of what people have gone through, particularly in Melbourne, and the heartache that so many mothers continue to endure from the loss of life of their children in one form or another, particularly surrounding the pandemic. It's hard to fathom the grief. But that's the lot of a mother. We love our children with all our heart. And that's why we stand here today. Because we don't want mothers to go through the grief of having their children abused sexually, and particularly when it's by perpetrators that are using them to further their own ambitions of power and glory and control. We're here to try to bring an end to that heinous, abhorrent activity. And we call on you, Samantha, anything, to raise awareness, to expose those that act so corruptly, so disgustingly, who use our children as fodder, who are nothing. The children are used as absolute bits of garbage by these people, which is absolutely appalling. Every child's life is precious. And as a mother, I will not stand by and say nothing, not ignore what goes on by those corrupt, evil bastards. Their time is coming to an end real soon. And Samantha, you have a choice whether you go down with them or you stand up with the children. We all make choices every day, and we make them essentially out of fear or out of love. If you're making choices out of fear, then you are attracting more and more of that towards yourself. If you're making choices out of love, likewise, you are attracting more love into your life and into the lives of those that you come into contact with. The choice is a choice you make with every decision you make. What kind of decisions are you making, Samantha? We are all connected. The quantum physics tells us that every single thing on this planet is connected. We're connected to each other. We're connected to the trees, the animals, the planet itself. Every choice you make has a ripple effect on the whole. Thankfully, more and more people are making loving decisions. And those decisions, that energy, has a much more powerful effect than the negativity. And that's where I choose to put my energy, into love and into standing up for those that are vulnerable, those that need our protection, as every mother would do, given the opportunity. Samantha, how about on this Mother's Day, this beautiful, glorious day, you make a choice in love for all the children across this country that need your help today. They're waiting for you. You have the position. You have the authority. How about you actually use it for something good, out of love? Exposure 28, Samantha.